So before starting the video, I am explaining some formulas here. The first formula, limit x tends to 0, tan power n ax minus sin power n ax by g of x power n plus 2 is equal to n by 2 into a power n plus 2. Okay, what is g of x here? Always remember that g of x means we use the function sine functions or tan functions or x. Okay, so already I explained these type of problems in the introduction video. This is the another formula. G of x means we always consider the function sin x or tan x or sin inverse, tan inverse, sin h inverse, tan h inverse or x function. So this is the formula. What is a here? X quotient. Here x quotients are key. What is n? Power of the function. Now this is the first formula. And the second formula, limit x tends to 0, cos ax minus cos bx by x square is equals to 1 by 2 into b square minus a square. This is the most important formula and this is the direct IP question in the limits and continuity chapter. So direct question, limit x tends to 0, cos ax minus cos bx by x square is equal to 1 by 2 into b square minus a square. And the next formula, limit x tends to 0, cos ax minus cos bx by cos cx minus cos dx is equals to, so the answer is to this one, b square minus a square by d square minus c square. This is the another formula. Means here the both numerator and denominator contains the cos functions. Here we have the cos functions at only the numerator. And the next one, the value of the x power g is equal to pi by 200 into x. The value of the x power g, x grades. Next one, the value of x degrees is equal to pi by 180 into x. These 2 points are also most important points. We are using frequently in solving of the questions. So these are the important points. Now these are the formulas which are related to the questions. So the sum number 80, the question is limit x tends to pi by 2, cot x minus cos x by pi by 2 minus 6 whole cube. Cot x minus cos x by pi by 2 minus 6 whole cube. Now how to find this value? So simply to apply the formula, I convert this value as, first I take that the limit value is equals to limit x minus pi by 2 tends to 0. First I convert the limit value as limit x minus pi by 2 tends to 0. Cot x is nothing but tan 90 minus 6, that is tan pi by 2 minus 6, minus cos x is nothing but sin 90 minus 6, that is sin pi by 2 minus 6 whole pi. The denominator is pi by 2 minus 6 whole cube. Okay. Now x minus pi by 2 tends to 0 means what is pi by 2 minus 6? This is also tends to 0. Just take minus cancellation from this step. Pi by 2 minus 6 tends to 0. X minus pi by 2 tends to 0 means pi by 2 minus 6 tends to 0. Now I take that this total value is equal to x here. Okay. Now I take that this total value is equal to x. Then what we get? Limit, of course I take that capital X. Limit capital X tends to 0, tan of capital X minus sine of capital X by capital X whole power 3. That is, this is capital X power 1 plus 2. 3 is equal to, in place of power 3, I take that 1 plus 2. Now see here, this is in the form of tan power nax minus sine power nax by g of x power n plus 2. What is g of x here? G of x is equal to x function. Now what is the formula? Now clearly this is in the form of limit x tends to 0, tan power n ax minus sine power n ax by g of x power n plus 2. Okay. Now applying this formula. Now what is the answer to this formula? N by 2 into a power n plus 2. Now what is n value? N is equal to power value 1. 1 by 2 into a value. What is x coefficient? Also x coefficient is equal to 1 here. 1 power n plus 2. 1 plus 2. So the answer is equal to 1 by 2. And that is the second option. That's all. This is the answer, second option. Very easy. Just applying the formula. For convenience, we are converting these functions are the cot and cos functions are tan x and sin x and applying the formula to get the required answer. That's a very easy question, and we know the formula, then we can easily attempt all the bits. First we have to get the grip on the formulas. Now the next question, limit x tends to 0, secant 4x minus secant 2x by secant 3x minus secant x. Okay, so already we know one formula in terms of the cos x. So converting this total function in terms of cos x, that is the first step to apply the formula. First of all, we have to convert the total quotient in terms of cos x. What is secant x? 1 by cos x. Now what is secant 4x? 1 by cos 4x. Okay, converting all the terms as the cos function. So this is 1 by cos 4x minus 1 by cos 2x by 1 by cos 3x minus 1 by cos. Converting all the functions as the cos functions. Now this is equal to, taking LCM, limit x tends to 0. Now taking LCM, 1 into cos 2x. So this is cos 2x minus cos 4x by, the denominator value is equal to cos 4x into cos 2x whole by, here also taking the LCM. So it becomes cos x minus cos 3x by cos x into cos 3x, cos 3x into cos x. Now this is equals to, limit x tends to 0. First I take the value, first fraction here, cos 2x minus cos 4x by cos 4x into cos 2x into, now reversing the fraction of the denominator, then it becomes cos 3x into cos x by cos x minus cos 3x, just reversing the fraction of the denominator. In the next step, I change this term as, I change this problem as, now just interchanging the denominator values, both values, and separating the limit value. Just I am interchanging these two values, okay, and separating the limit value for the convenience of the applying the formula. So it is limit x tends to 0, cos 2x minus cos 4x by cos x minus cos 3x into limit x tends to 0, cos 3x into cos x by cos 4x into cos 2x. Okay, now applying the formula. So see here, clearly this is in the form of limit x tends to 0, cos ax minus cos bx by cos ax minus cos dx, cos ax minus cos bx by cos ax minus cos dx. Now what is the formula for this question? Already I told about this formula at the starting of the video. What is the answer to this one? B square minus a square by d square minus a square. Okay, the answer to this formula is equals to b square minus a square by d square minus a square. Now applying the formula to this step, and here directly we substitute that x is equal to 0 in the second part and applying this formula to the first part. So this is equals to, what is the answer? B square minus a square, that is 16 minus 4 by d square minus a square, that is 9 minus 1 into, replacing x is equal to 0, cos 3 into 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, cos 0 is equal to 1, that is numerator value is equal to 1 here, cos 4 into 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, cos 2 into 0, cos 0 is equal to 1. So answer is equal to 12 by 8 and this is equals to, and this is equal to 3 by 2. So this is the first option. That's all. Very easy question. Converting the given question in terms of cos x and taking the LCM and separating the fractions like that and limit value. Just applying the formula to the first part and replacing x is equal to 0 directly in the second part to get the required answer. That's all. Very easy question. This is also. Next question, sum number 20. Limit x tends to 0, 3 into sin x power g minus sin of 3x power g by x cube. So we have to find this value. First we take the simplification of the given question and then we replace the x power g value. What is x power g? Already I told you about this formula. X power g is equal to pi by 200 into x. Before replacing this value, first we take the simplification of the given question. Okay, now see here, this is in the form of sin 3 theta, where theta is equal to x power g. Now what is sin 3 theta value? Sin 3 theta is equal to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. First we apply this formula in the given question and after taking the simplification we replace the value x power g is equal to pi by 200. Okay, now first taking the given question. So this is limit x tends to 0, 3 into sin of x power g minus sin 3 theta. What is sin 3 theta formula? 3 sin theta, that is 3 into sin of x power g minus 4 sin cube theta, theta value x power g. Okay, whole by x cube. Just replacing sin 3 theta value in the given question and this is equals to limit x tends to 0. So the first value is 3 into sine of x power g minus 3 into sine of x power g, minus of minus here becomes plus, plus 4 sine cube of x power g by x cube. Now here in the numerator the term 3 into sine x power g, 3 into sine x power g gets cancelled. Now what is the remaining values? Limit x tends to 0, 4 into sine cube. Now I replace x power g value here by x cube, and this is equals to, now to apply the formula first I take the constant before the limit value, that is 4 into limit x tends to 0, just I write the constant before the limit value, 4 into, now this is sine of pi by 200 into x by x whole cube. Here we have the cube term to the numerator and to the denominator. Now I take the single cube to both of the terms. Okay, sine of pi by 200 into x by x whole cube. Now see here, this is in the form of limit x tends to 0 sine ax by x. What is limit x tends to 0 sine ax by x formula? That is equals to a. That's all. Applying that formula here, that is 4 into, so limit x tends to 0 sine ax by x. What is a value here? In place of a we have the value pi by 200. So pi by 200 whole cube. This total value is equal to pi by 200. Pi by 200 whole cube. That's all. This is the answer, and this is the third option. Very easy question. Just applying the formulas. Just applying the sin 3 theta formula and x power g formula and last this formula. Just applying the formulas, we will get the required answer. That's all. That is the only procedure.